Good morning, Wall Street Pete. Sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Well, every day we do a video. You hit the like and you hit the subscribe. Preparing for a video right now, so if you hang tight, you hit that like and subscribe. Put in the comment section what video you like the most so far and what cryptocurrency you want to talk about. And we're going to get right on with the show. So hang tight. And I do have one announcement, Wall Street Pete, as we're getting these likes together, getting these wolves together for the morning Sunday show. What I think Bitcoin's going to do next and why I think you're doing it all wrong. Very, very important video this morning. There is going to be some curse words, I do believe. Yes, actually, no, there is curse words in this new song. Wall Street Pete has come up with a new one, crypto-related. We have some fun. Our family used to be big into the music. Maybe I'm not as talented as they are, but here we go, live with the show.
Man, I'm sick. No one knows me. No one notices me. I'm just a tree.
I'm high as a tree, happy as can be. Motherfuckers wish that they could just be me. And if you don't know, I'm just here to inspire you. Okay, so you're down on your luck. You don't know and don't give a fuck. You need to wake up and shake up, because it's time to do the things that you can make up. Hold up, I got a new addiction. And if you didn't understand, I stutter. I said, Bitcoin. Yeah. Some people think I'm here to play. Others don't know, but crypto is here to stay. And if you didn't know, I'm buying it.
And if you didn't know, I'm buying every dip today. And that was what it was. Why you're doing it all wrong, and I'm sorry if that was actually too loud. I believe that was. The curse words were a little too much, but I was just in a feeling of a mood where I just didn't care. These are the transitions. Nike glasses I got. Very excited. Little memes here and there, just having some fun. This is what we do. Good morning, Matthew. Good morning to the Wolves of Wall Street. You hit the like and subscribe. We go over some news. We go over some fun. In 2010, as you may not know, in 2010, Bitcoin price was at 8 cents. Over the years, 2015, we did hit $300. And in the 2022, just to December, we just almost broke the 29,000 price. Why I prefer my Bitcoin over the women these years. The 70s, well, we had a hairy bush. In the 80s, it was somewhat of a bush. And now in the 90s, we have no bush. And now in the 2020 era, we have something a little more than we bargained for. So the only rise in value that I expect is in Bitcoin. And I'll stick with Bitcoin. And that's the Wall Street Pete Instagram. Just having a little fun this morning. So I hope you enjoy those kinds of things. Don't get offended if you are. This may not be the channel for you, but we did talk about Bitcoin. So real quick, we're going to watch this. And if you hit the like and subscribe, please, we're going on a ride. Check this out. This was a pretty good video 3 days ago. Pay attention to the price levels. I do believe 42,000 will be the bottom, so still on track to 50K. If you pay attention to this chart right now, worst case scenario, and that's your answer from everyone right out the door. You're welcome. Not financial advice. I could never be exact, but we are pretty good, right? Let's be honest. I'm sitting here saying we were pretty good, but we were trading at 45,000, just roughly 44.9 almost. Where are the channels? Do you get this? There may be one or two. There may be some good people. You're not talented. You're multi-talented. Oh, stop. That's not talent. I don't know. Maybe it is talent to some people, but that was, I did make it in just a matter of minutes, so maybe that might be the talented part. I'm good at doing things on the fly, maybe. But here we go. This is why we do things live, right? And this is the channel for you. We do music. We talk about positivity. If you had a rough day today, it's Sunday, and you finally am happy to be off. Well, good. Enjoy the day, right? It's supposed to be sunny. This week is supposed to be tremendous. It's supposed to have 80 degrees. I'm going to be putting up a fence. I'm so excited. I got a whole huge fence to put up. Oh, it's crazy. 30-something panels of an 8-foot fence. But that's another story why I've been busy. But look what's going on here. That video did actually tell you exactly what was coming through. We're going to talk about that in a minute. And why these two charts on Bitcoin that I have for you, the 4-hourly on this one, This is the one we were talking about and why we changed it, right? Because the charts change. As time goes, you're going to realize you may be wrong about the 42,000. I may be correct. But what did I say was going to happen? Well, there's going to be this movement to the down, perhaps this green arrow we touch, still on track. And if a lot of people's noticed this, and I'm going to show you this right now in this trading view charts. There's a trend line where we hit support and resistance nonstop up and down on this line. Well, we're doing it again, and what I do believe now, and as I'm showing you yesterday, as we were down here hitting resistance at the 42,000, we came back up, and I said this was going to happen. I showed you right there that's what was going to happen. Well, this is what's going to happen most likely next. I'm not saying it's definite. There's nothing definite. The only thing's definite is death, happiness, sad, mad, glad, all those things. But pay attention to this. I do believe 41,000 support, as why every other YouTuber probably in the world would be saying this after they copy each other. Support here in the March, and then obviously the week before that was resistance until we flipped support, and then you see what happened after that. The exponential moving average was being ridden on like a little whore. I don't want to say it like that and be mean, but that's the truth. Just trying to make a little joke here. If you pay attention to what I'm saying here. The EMA, and there's a lot of men on this channel. I wish there was more women. Maybe I wouldn't talk like that. It'd be easier not to, but we just have such a 99, almost 100% men on this channel, it says on my analytics. But if you pay attention to this, 47,000 was the top coming into the March 28th. 47.6, almost 48 we were hitting there. Pay attention to that. We've not done nothing since, but the trend line, the trend is still your friend. And as we're heading our way all the way to there, and we did ride it perfectly. The price is riding the EMA perfectly, if you understand that. That is a big deal, seeing that. And then you flip to resistance here, but then we die down. There will be, and if you see here, like I said one more time, the ultimate trend is up. So pay attention to that. This chart shows it a little better on this pink. Pay attention to this pink line here. It's a pretty big deal right now. So this is from the January 20th, right, of 2022. Please hit the like and subscribe. Trying to get to 100 likes here. It's almost impossible to do. But coming into the trend now, and what I'm trying to show you here is this J-like substance coming in, hitting either the 41. If we FOMO into it, I don't know, it's Sunday. So I expect this on a Sunday, and that's pretty much similar to what I just did. Another little bottom M in there touching, and then perhaps this is what we're going to see. You will find out. Now, when am I going to get excited? When am I going to put in a long position, right? I'm not looking to short Bitcoin anymore. That may be up to you. You may want to short Bitcoin. I would definitely keep that in my pocket for another time. Right now, I don't think that's possible. So we're going to end this video quickly. I just want to do this and talk about a couple tokens before we left, perhaps just one. I did want to talk about Cardano and Bitcoinami, as I used to say Bitcoinami, but it's really Bionomy. It's Bionomy, believe it or not. So Bionomy is a big web layer 3. I want to talk about that. But right here is what I think is coming into play. We've been talking about it all the way out to 44.8. When we get a daily candle, and this is what I was going to reveal, the most important part of the video. So if you have left, you just missed literally the most important part of my video. New higher lows are being created. In order for that to happen, you would see this come down. These next two candles on the next couple days is probably very bearish. So I would not be upset if the next 2 days are bearish, and then what happens here is we get this ultimate bounce, or perhaps come through to the 41 and hit this as resistance on this line, and then we will proceed to come up back into May, end of April. So that's what I'm expecting. It's April 10th, so I mean we're in a pretty good significant chunk of the month. I would say 1/3 of the month is over, right? So if we pay attention to it that way, I do expect that the next couple of days could be volatile down. The next Monday, Tuesday, perhaps we can find some candles heading back to the upside, and then before you know it, hopefully before Wednesday, the middle of the week, we could be retesting that 44.5, 44.8 level, and that's exactly where my candle went to. If we start testing right around there, you may want to pay attention to the daily. If the daily, which is 11 and a half hours, we're going to get a new candle on the daily. That's probably going to be down, as I'm explaining to you. The next one, we're right here, April 10th. The next one is the 11th of April, obviously, if it's a daily. I expect the red one down, and then maybe the 13th down, but perhaps 13th and the 14th, something changes significantly. It all depends on the time frame on how long it takes to go down to this trend line and hit this bottom. We have to hit the bottom of the trend line unless we see significant volume. Now, 1.98 trillion, looking pretty good on the crypto market cap. That's wonderful, but we were almost budging to get to the 1 trillion total market cap for Bitcoin. Okay, so that's a big deal. So we need to try and find that. That's what I'm looking to see. It's been a long time, right, since we can really even get excited for that. So that's what we're looking for. Trying to keep it a short video. YouTube does not like short videos, but I know you do. So pay attention. That would be the worst case scenario, I do believe. I don't think this is ever going to come, but pay attention to the FOMOing. It could happen. But for us to stay and remain bullish, we need to do something like that. Once we get through that and see this, you'll see a similar touch at the 44.5. Like I said, that's probably something that's going to happen. And then a test again, and then it's going to say, okay, I got things to do here. One last test, and then a push up, and then you'll see where we go from there. So this is the possible scenario. This is not financial advice, but this is the Wall Street Pete Show. Sick dough in crypto. We talk about many things, crypto news. Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary breaks down his crypto portfolio and explains how his metaverse bets are based on economics of Web 3. Interesting. One of the smartest, richest men in the world is interested in the crypto world, and this is a pretty big deal for me. Sorry about this scrolling. Biconomy is one of my biggest holdings there for the next long term. So if you want to know what I'm holding long term, Cardano and Biconomy. So I wanted to go over them on the charts. We'll have to do that another time, but understand I'm revealing mine, and I bet you this gentleman has those two in there. If you believe there's long term, speaking of what we were just saying, economic value in software, then you give it a 5% weighting within your operating mandate. My larger positions are ones I think look like a great economic proposition. So this gentleman is very, very intelligent. He goes on and talks a little bit about Solana. He does talk about some other cryptos, Ethereum, Helium. Pay attention to it. You may want to check the article out. It's pretty interesting. Known as Mr. Wonderful, some of y'all may know. The Web3 investments, he's big on it. So as you may already know, I'm a big, big believer. If you want to watch this is something you may want to spend some time. It was Altcoin
the way
Daily.
It's growing, it's rapidly
excellent
growing. In the
channel.
next 5 years.
This gentleman, sorry, I don't mean to talk over it and just play it. This gentleman is the co-founder, Ahmed, of Biconomy. As I always said, Bitcoinami. It's Bitcoinami. It sounds really funny. I may not be able to stop saying it that way, but this is, the gentleman goes on to talk about how it's a 5-year plan. He does believe that there's some significant growth. I believe if you know the Quant Network, this is a little similar to something that's happening for the layer Web3. And when people get more into crypto and understand what's happening, they're going to want to listen to this video. They're going to want to understand what this gentleman has to say. Maybe we'll play just a little bit.
You also want to ensure there is, in a way, quality that is embedded, consistently over those 5 years, right? Because it's not about bringing the right people, but always the best people to your team.
And what's the use case of the Biconomy token? How is it needed in the software?
Yeah, good question. So the Biconomy token is, for us, it's a security incentive token for the protocol that we're building.
So understand, it's basically built off securities. So it's supposed to be security for the Web3. Understand that. If you want to watch that video, I'm sure you can go to the altcoin. That gentleman has over 1 million subscribers. I'm sure every one of you that watch me probably have that. If you don't, well, now you just learned something else from Wall Street Pete. Very important guy to follow and check out. I'm Wall Street Pete, used to work on the NYMEX. Check us out. We do very good technical analysis. I'm very proud of myself. One day, plan on having a team and feeding the poor and going much further. But right now, we're just Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Please do your own research, as it's very important. Please make sure why I said you're doing it all wrong and why I wanted to get a little more light to that before we go. What I meant was start buying these dips. I don't know how many people, and I'd maybe like to hear in the comments section after the end of this video, how many of you are actually buying these dips? How many of you, when you have an extra couple bucks, instead of going to the liquor store or instead of going to a slot machine or instead of going to whatever the hell you may like, are you going and buying these dips when people are crying, when the market's blood in the streets, when the market is red? Or are you selling instead and then spending it and doing the exact opposite of what you should be doing? I'm starting to realize a lot of people do this. I'm starting to realize you're doing it all wrong. You need to go get a job. You need to go find another hustle. You need to get some passive income. You need to start making some money while you're sleeping. It's 2022, ladies and gentlemen, and if you're not understanding what I'm saying, well then, perhaps you're not realizing that we're trying to break the hump here. We're trying to do something successful to where we're going to go to the moon. And hopefully we're going soon. So have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday off, if it is your only day off. I know you're probably a hard worker if you're on this channel. But enjoy your morning. And I'll tell you right now, we have much prosperous times ahead of us to come. I'm Wall Street Pete, Crypto in crypto. We're gonna have a good day. La-di-da-da. Yeah. So hit that like and subscribe, baby, because we're going on a ride. We're going to the moon, and damn, we're going soon. Take care.